You cannot heal in the same environment where you got sick. Now, depending on which part of your journey you're currently in, this is going to probably literally fly over your head. When I first saw this quote several weeks ago, maybe even like 2 months ago, I was like, bitch, what? Nah, I can't do that. That's too hard. That's not what I want. But the longer I remained in the toxic environment that I suddenly found myself in, the sicker that I got. I was unfortunately betrayed by somebody that was closer to me than anybody else in my life at the time. And during the aftermath of that situation coming to light, I was continuing to grasp at straws, to beat a dead horse, as they say, to pray and beg and try to will the other party to do something to neutralize the toxic environment that they had created. And it just wasn't working out. I kept on getting sicker, literally physically sick. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't really listen to music or watch TV. I couldn't do anything but hyper focus on that particular situation and the other party's unwillingness to do anything about it. I initially tried to remove myself temporarily to give the other party some space, maybe give myself some space, but I didn't truly cut all ties or anything like that. And when I say all ties, I mean emotional bonds, mental bonds, spiritual bonds, physical bonds. It wasn't until about 3 or 4 weeks ago where I begun the painful but very necessary process of severing all ties. You know, that means making a conscious decision to say, this is not my life anymore. I am not going to do this. This is not okay. When you're dealing with an impossible person that refuses to change, that refuses to take any actionable steps to rectify the situation at hand, you know, who refuses to be held accountable, saying sorry doesn't mean shit. It's about actually correcting your behavior. You have got to remove yourself from that environment. Not only are you continuing to hurt yourself by remaining stagnant and in limbo, but you are in turn helping the other party by absolving them of their responsibility. By you sticking around, it says, you know what? It's not that big a deal. It's okay if you don't do anything about this. And when you decide that you're done and that you are no longer going to allow them to not take you seriously, to not make decisions that deeply affect your life in a responsible manner, it's not even their fault anymore. It's just straight up your own fault, because you know what's happening at that point. You know what the deal is. So please, do not stay in a situation that is detrimental to your well-being. Remove yourself. Go elsewhere, anywhere but there. You cannot heal in the same environment where you got sick. Trust me.